I know I haven't posted in a while and I'm sorry about that, but after my last two videos I decided almost automatically what I wanted to talk about for this one. And it was not something that is easy to write about, it is not something that's easy to talk about, because it hurts, but it does happen. So I figured if I share my story and hurt a little bit to talk about it now, it may help someone that is also hurting that may feel like they can't talk about it at all. I met a guy in my youth group when I was 11. He was a nice guy, a guy that I thought I might even have feelings for one day. Not to mention he was 14 and older boys were kind of my thing. He was a cutie, a pitcher for a high school baseball team that was not mine. This meant that we only saw each other on Wednesdays. And I didn't try to contact him outside of that because for what seemed like the longest he had a girlfriend. One of those gorgeous high school girls with long blonde beach curls and a body that only got more rockin' every day. But sometimes girls with long blonde beach curls and rockin' bodies break hearts. And that's exactly what Little Miss Sunshine did to my best friend. And of course that's when he ran to me, and then he put me in his phone as cutie with a less than sign and a 3. It was cute. Innocent even from the outside looking in, but then it got colder and things got harder and we texted more, flirted more, sent kissy faces more, and I needed him more. And that was the time that he chose. The time to break the little girl and the time to take away my innocence. He came to church angry. Angrier than I'd ever seen him. He stormed out, and in my little girl mind I had the thought that changed everything. I mean, he's my best friend and he's upset, so it's my job to help. So I followed him. And that's when he took the chance. The chance to grab me by the arm and kiss and kiss and kiss. And I liked the kiss, but when I felt his ice-cold fingers reach for the waistband of my pants, I wanted out. "It's just me," he said, getting me to cry silently into his chest, just wishing for a way out. The sound of his belt made me cringe. And the light came at just the right time. But when that light did come, they didn't ask for my side of the story. They assumed I asked for it, or that I wanted it. I mean, it's not your fault, but you did follow him outside. It was all my fault. If I wasn't so young, if I wasn't so stupid, if I wasn't so clueless, if I wasn't so weak, if I understood. These things would break me. And these things would turn into things that I would struggle with for most of my life. But these things would also teach me the valuable lesson that I am not defined by the actions of another human being. To this day, it still makes me so nervous when I kiss someone for the very first time. To this day, I still haven't seen him, and he still hasn't seen me. And to this day, I long for the friendship that we had before. Dear girls and boys who have to deal with this, it will be okay. It will pass. It will be okay to love someone again. This does not define who you are, and most importantly, this does not change the fact that you are loved. Dear parents of those boys and girls, support them and believe every detail they tell you. And comfort them when they come to you crying at 3 a.m. and tell them that it's not their fault. And lastly, dear ex-best friend, thank you for making me grow up way too early. Thank you for taking my innocence. Thank you for ruining the one safe place that I had. Thank you for loving me just a little bit too much. I actually began to trust you, and I actually began to love you. Because you were my best friend, but you were not the best friend I thought you'd be. Thank you for watching. I know it wasn't the easiest thing to watch, but in case any of you ever need it, suicide hotline is 800-273-8255. And the sexual assault hotline is going to be 800-656-HOPE. Don't hesitate. It's always okay to talk about it.